Finally, after a few years that we've been waiting for a Batman 2, we finally got an update on what's going on with that. So we all know that they've been struggling with the Batman 2 script, and now I think they finally got some things out of the way where they can move forward with this. On here it says the Batman 2 villain has never really been done in a movie before. He teases, but who is it? Okay, on here it says Matt Reeves has explained his thinking behind which villain to go with for this anticipated Batman 2 teasing. It's never really been done in a movie before. The Batman 2, which starts filming early next year, has a release date of October 1st, 2027. So they actually have an official release date for this. If it makes that date, the sequel will arrive 5.5 years after the Batman. We know Pattinson will reprise his role as the moody crusader. Colin will play crime boss Penguin again, although it sounds like it's a minor role. But who will play the main villain this time around? And which character from Batman's gallery has Reeves plucked from the comics to bring to live action? On here it says Reeves kept his cards close to his chest, but did explain his thinking on the new villain and issued a tease that has sparked all sorts of speculation among the fandom. I had a lot of ideas, and then Tomlin, who's my writing partner, we began the process of doing this by doing another deep dive into the comics, exploring the ideas that I had had. He gave me some ideas that we had, and we sat together and we watched a lot of movies, honestly, and not all movies that are from the realm of Gotham, just to explore what the story, because I knew that the way the movie ended, it was leaving us on the precipice, and also the way events sort of happen within the show, The Penguin, that there is an exploration to be had. And one of the explorations for me was to do something that pushes even further into the character of Bruce Wayne. Because the first story is so much about Batman. Yeah, the first Batman with Pattinson, it was mainly a Batman movie. It wasn't anything about Bruce Wayne at all, barely. So let's say we get to make three. I have no idea if we get to three, but I always wanted to make the movies to be focused on his character. Once you get past the origin tale, well, which we didn't quite do, but we did something that referred to his origins, then you start telling the Rogues Gallery story and that character's arc. And I never wanted to lose Rob at the center of the stories, and so picking the right villain that digs into what that does, that goes into his past and his life. That was what drove that discussion. I won't tell you where we ended up, but we're super excited about this, and I will say it's never really been done in a movie before, so we're excited. So it says, I will say it's never really been done in a movie before. Either it has been an existing character, but they never done it in a certain way, like the way he's wanting to do this, or it might be a new character in the comics that we've never seen before done in a movie. So that's going to leave us to open speculation and open ideas about what's going on. But I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that might have good ideas about this. Fans are coming up with all sorts of obscure Batman villains in response to Reeves' comments, but it's worth pointing out that he isn't necessarily saying it's a villain we've not seen in live action form before, rather that he may be making a point that we've never seen them realized in this way before. So perhaps we'll see a different take on Mr. Freeze, Bane, Poison Ivy, Hugo Strange, Scarecrow, or Two-Face. I would really like to see Scarecrow done in a certain way. That would be really fun to see, and especially with Scarecrow bringing out, Bruce Wayne's upbringing or whatever like that to get him to where he became Batman, something like that. I think Scarecrow will be a good character to do that. Will Barry return as the Joker in Batman 2 after this cameo at the end of the first film? Is really hard to say at the stage. Here's what we know: Kristen Milioti, who won Emmy as Sophia Falcone in Penguin, is not in the Batman 2. We were so far along in the story, it might upset the apple cart given where the story goes and what we're exploring. Clearly, it's been quite a struggle for Reeves to get Batman's 2 script into a place where he was happy with. It's been a journey that has taken longer than what he would have wanted for a lot of reasons, a lot of personal reasons. He told Hollywood Reporter, the most important reason is getting to a place where I felt like this is the best script we could possibly write. And on here it says, as far as the Penguin season 2 goes, we love the show and we think our cast is so incredible. The work and the writers they did was incredible. Our passion was in it, but never in our wildest dreams we could imagine it would have been received in the way that it was. Finally, I can't believe that it says after 5.5 years. Look at that. We'll arrive 5.5 years after the Batman that we're finally getting a Batman 2. Yeah, I think they've been struggling way too long on this. From my point of view, you have all these comic episodes and issues in the comics that you can pull from. I thought it would be easy. I honestly feel like somebody out there, some regular people out there, could have been pulling up all these old comics and throwing it in Chat GPT, and they would end up with a really high level script or idea that they can bring to life. And it would be something really easy or really something feasible to run with. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to be in Batman 2 as the villain? And what do you think is going to happen? Leave it down in the comments.